After reading the comments of people who plan on collecting Social Security at 62, it's amazing. It's amazing to me how everybody is looking to choose time over money. 59 now. Honestly, I'm just tired. I'm just tired. And working till 67 for my generation. I was born in 1965. 67 is full retirement age. And, for many, the difference between 62 and 67, yeah, I get it. It's literally a few years. But living the way I do now, working part time at Target, my husband also is semi retired. And the two of us together, I will admit this, we do struggle. Okay. We struggle a little bit financially, but, and I'm going to put a big but we spend a lot of quality time together. We just finished a road trip going to see his father up in Sacramento, Paradise. We went to Paradise. We drove from Long Beach up to Paradise. And we did this on a Tuesday. We did a real quick trip. And I'm sitting there as we're driving up, the two of us on a Tuesday. I always get the feels where I'm like, damn, you know what? If I was tied to my desk like I was years ago, I would not be able to do this right now. And if I still did it, I would still be tied to my job. I'd probably be looking at my phone on the way up there. I might be taking a phone call on our way up there, answering questions, talking to customers, doing all kinds of stuff, and right now, because I chose time over money, let's face it, I also chose to struggle a little bit over money. And when I decide to collect at 62, it's going to ease up a little bit of that gap. And I have very, very little invested in a 401k. I have this house. I'm very lucky. Everybody says we're so lucky to have this tiny little house that we live in, and that we're buying. And, let's face it, if I was renting, I would be having to pay rent anyway. And I pay a rent's worth of money for this house that I live in Southern California. So I'm kind of lucky, but I'm also, there's reality to all of this. The reality of I may have to work part-time for a very long time in order to continue to make ends meet. Who knows where the economy is going? I'll share a few tidbits with you. My husband and I, we made some good financial decisions. That's how we got this house. We got the house simply because a while ago, very early, we bought some Amazon stock that happened to work out. And we had the down payment for this house, and the house happened to have been in the right price point. So we got it. There's things that happen in life that sometimes work out for you. I'm monetized now on YouTube. That's a little bit of extra income that's going to come in to our house. That's going to help. If I continue to feed YouTube and be very smart at utilizing wisely all of the income streams that YouTube has to offer, you start chipping away the struggle. And I would not have been able to do that had I not elected to semi-retire and get out of that 9-to-5 grind that was taking up so much of my time. And in addition to that, people are leaving a lot of comments about how they can't retire because of health insurance. I totally get it. I'm there with you 100%. I still have to work part-time. I work part-time for Target, and I contribute into an HSA, an affordable HSA with Target. And grant you, everybody's going to go, well, it's not the best insurance, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? We still get some prescriptions filled. We still get our annual exam. We try to keep it very simple. And it hasn't been a bank buster as of yet. But we know what could possibly happen. And, we prepare for that. At the end of the day, choosing time over money, truthfully speaking, has actually had a positive impact on my health. I walk a lot more. I have time to exercise. My sleep is better. I don't drink as much wine as I used to. I was using wine as a coping mechanism. That doesn't happen now. And also, since the fact I can't really afford that much wine, so I belong to a wine of the month club. I still enjoy the fruits of my labor, but in a way that is not like, example, when you're making a lot of money and you do your grocery shopping, you buy a lot of the things that you think you're going to enjoy. So if you're like me and you're into food and wine, charcuterie boards, cheese, crackers, all that kind of stuff, you're just going to buy all that stuff and you're going to consume it. But now it's something very special. It's a time where I'm like, you know what? It's Friday night, 1 or 2 Fridays of the month, when I get paid, and I have like a little tiny little box, of cheese and salami, just little things, and a little tiny bottle of Kim Crawford. I don't buy the big bottle. I just buy a little tiny bottle of Kim Crawford. And I tell my husband, I'm going to enjoy this tonight. Look forward to it. Okay. It's not a nightly thing. Really has changed my overall being. And I just want to share that with you guys because, a lot of people leave comments like, well, how can you collect at 62? You're going to have to continue to work part-time in order to afford insurance. Yeah, that is very true. That is kind of like what you choose when you choose time over money. And grant you, we in this country don't qualify for full Medicare until we're 65, but that's just the way it is. And the fact is that I'm enjoying now life more. I'm enjoying more my life now than I did when I was sitting on the freeway, on the 405 freeway, commuting to work every day, spending an extra hour, sometimes an hour and a half commuting. You have to make time choices over financial choices. I knew there was going to be a struggle, but I also knew that had I not shared this story and share my life with you guys, get monetized on YouTube, have a little bit of extra income every month, that helps me get over that hump. That helps me plan and strategize how I'm going to fully retire in the future. So I wanted to share this with you today. I hope I brought you value. This is a little bit of a rant, and, I want to take it from there. So let's continue this conversation, everybody. Let's make a difference, and let's see how we can transform our lives by making better retirement choices. Feel free to leave a comment, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Take care, everybody.